Hello, Planeswalkers, welcome to Scavenge the Pages, a show about MTG stories. I'm your host, Tasigur, aka the Golden Fang, aka the Opulent One, aka the Dragon's Necklace, aka Delve Daddy. In this episode, I'll scavenge through the pages of Magic lore to learn all I can about those Born of Aether. Then I'll start making all sorts of crazy speculations, theories, and predictions for Magic's foreseeable future. Let's get started. Turn the page, zombie. Our story began when the Aetherborn Yahenni prepared themselves for a party, because that is what Aetherborn do. They pull all-nighters and party for days straight. They are vain creatures that care about opulence and ornamentation. On a personal note, I'm really starting to like these Aetherborn. As the Aetherborn age, their skin cracks and peels, revealing the life flow of Aether in their bodies. The Aetherborn are also incredibly acute to the emotions of others in their proximity and to the passage of time. Yahenni knew they only had 54 days left to live. At the party, Yahenni was able to siphon some positive emotions from their guests, living vicariously through them and experiencing the sensations of their pleasure. The dwarf pilot Dapala and her pet hyena, yes, were among Yahenni's friends in attendance. Yahenni invited Dapala to their penultimate party, and Dapala assured them she would not miss it. Dapala asked Yahenni if they had ever considered using their ability to drain essence in order to prolong their life. The ability to drain a life force was a rare gift among the Aetherborn. Yahenni admitted they had thought about it, but had concluded it would be wrong. Mrs. Pashiri crashed the party and introduced Yahenni to Chandra and Nisa. Yahenni was taken aback by Nisa's beauty and the depth of her emerald eyes. Pashiri brought news of Pia's capture, and Yahenni was shocked to hear it. Yahenni wanted to help their old friend, but they did not know where Pia was being held. A group of Aetherborn entered noisily, with another hoisted above their heads. That Aetherborn was more smoke than solid and had reached the end of their life. It was an Aetherborn penultimate party. What a way to go! The conversation ended with Chandra set to nose around the party while Yahenni took in everything they could about Nisa. Yahenni could sense that Nisa was uncomfortable in the city, but Yahenni had comforting words. The Aetherborn were part of nature. Nature is the ether, and the ether runs through the city in the great conduit. Nisa had never thought such artifice could be natural, that nature could be a city. With her new revelation, Nisa could feel the cyclical structure of the ether, and for the first time since arriving on Kaladesh, she felt connected to the nature and the mana of the plane. Yahenni's emotional sense allowed them to feel the disturbance downstairs. A large consulate soldier was banging on a locked bathroom door trying to collect a potential prisoner on the other side. Yahenni did not appreciate the party interruption. Nisa used a potted plant to grapple the consulate soldier, and Chandra torched the lock on the door. Yahenni asked the soldier where Pia was being held and used their ability to read emotions to determine whether the soldier was lying or telling the truth. Pia was being held at Dund Prison, where Consul Boral was stationed. Yahenni entered the restroom after Chandra melted the lock. The Aetherborn that had been celebrating their penultimate was alone on the floor, moments from their death. Yahenni discovered that the Aetherborn had been locked up by the consulate for petty theft. The consulate was robbing more and more Aetherborn of their precious life for ridiculous reasons. As the fugitive Aetherborn died, Yahenni once again toyed with the idea of draining the essence from consulate forces that deserved it. With those thoughts trailing to the back of their mind, Yahenni rejoined the party, invited all the guests to their penultimate party, danced to the music, and experienced the thrill of what it felt like just to be alive. And the chapter ends right there. What next? Does it sound like Yahenni is going to drain the essence of consulate forces to prolong their life? If so, what will the consequences be? What more will Nisa discover about the structure of the Aether? Stay tuned, put your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start speculating. Turn that page, zombie. Before I start spewing crazy speculation, spoiler alert, if you are the type that likes to learn things as they happen, I won't be mad if you click away. The problem with speculation is, if I'm right, it becomes prophecy. So watch at your own risk. Here I go. So for most Aetherborn, they live fast and die young, and most feel a sense of completion when their time is up. Even the Aetherborn that had locked themselves in the bathroom felt they had a good run. I suspect that Yahenni's thoughts are foreshadowing. My prediction? At Yahenni's penultimate party, they discover that Chandra, Mrs. Pashiri, and most importantly, Nisa, are in trouble with the consulate. Yahenni will not feel like they lived a full life if it ends with their friends in peril, and so the race for life will begin. Yahenni will resort to draining the life out of the consulate forces that stand in their way until Nisa and the others are out of danger. So exactly how will Yahenni help the Gatewatch? Will Yahenni be able to drain themselves enough life force to sustain? What does Liliana think of this rare Aetherborn power? Stay tuned, put your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Page, zombie. Thanks, peoples. That concludes this episode of Scavenge the Pages. Delve into more fun with me next episode as I continue my search for lore and make many ridiculous speculations. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and share. If you did not enjoy this episode, please dislike and share. Please feel obligated to comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date on the latest from TasigurTV, and I'll see you next adventure. Love always, Tasigur.